Go.
Okay. We just wanted to show you what it means to eat your ass off. I'm not supposed to say that. It's a bad word. Look at the mess. Come on up and look at it. We just finished eating. See the mess? Now go around to the kitchen. We want to show everybody that we're not always clean here. And the beef is still waiting. If you look at everything here, not too long now, because then you might think I'm a pig. Okay, so now we're at the point where we're going to talk about future episodes. Part such and such, part such and such. And the topics that are coming up are the following. One is a story about having a heater in the garage and the reason why I have a heater in the garage. These may not look like, they may not sound at first as if they're funny, but they are funny things. The other thing is hot tub and the repairs I tried to make. My abilities to fix things around the house are legendary. Then we have a Chevy car that I used to have, and the idea of sprucing it up on a budget when I was 16 was to put contact paper on the dashboard, and I'll go into that story too. Then we also have my great moving experience. When I moved from the apartment to another apartment, and we had so much stuff that I think it was 16 loads that they had to come to take the trash out, because I couldn't fit it into a little apartment I was moving into, and we were dropping stuff all over the roads and everything and so on and so forth. Then we have, but the other thing is my attachment to temperature and my thermometers. That's a separate story. That is, I suppose, it seems like, the only reason why I bring up these topics is because I get a lot of people that find this funny. And when I do, I jot it down as if it's something that is worth talking about. The other one was my expertise in installing the Bose system that I have. Oh, God. Oh, my God. And with the hundreds of wires, and what happened when I called technical support and the man was screaming at me. He was so mad. Then we have, the problem with the smelling of gas in the house. One day there was gas, I was smelling it, you know, and it turned out to be something else. It was actually a rodent that my cat brought in. But nevertheless, I called the gas company. We had emergency crews here. We had the whole thing. And then the other thing was putting the TV cabinet together. You will see through my explanations that I'm not very good at assembling furniture. So IKEA gives me the chills because I can't assemble a damn thing. The other thing is this wonderful ladder I bought. And because I have very high ceilings here, these cathedral ceilings. And in order to change a light bulb, I got to bring this 300-pound ladder. Well, it feels like 300 pounds in the house, and sometimes I nearly die doing it. But that's an interesting thing. I think I've developed a hernia trying to carry that ladder around the house. But it's one of the best. Okay. Then we also have a little bit about the student evaluations when I teach, and what some of the comments were. And that's not very. We also have many nun stories, because I was raised by nuns. No, my mother was married, but we were raised by nuns. In other words, we went to grade school where we had nuns, and they drove me crazy, but I think I drove them more crazy. Then we also have a little bit about the people that are currently from my old ethnic neighborhood, how they're still stuck in my head, and they come out every now and then. And you saw that in previous episodes. We have another one about the credit union and bank issues. This little quaint bank that I do business with, which will go unnamed, and I'll tell you some of the stories there. And then I also have one where I wanted to talk about whether you have the same problems I have in life. A number of things that happen. I'm going very brief here because we only have certain amount of time, and Patata has put, Media has put restrictions on me. They think I'm not controlled. I don't know where they got that from. And then also the fact that I see things that other people don't see. I can be in a room or in a bar, and I see stuff that is, you know. And when I tell somebody, did you just see that? People think I make it up. And then we want to get into the sleep apnea and the mask I have to wear. That I call it the gas mask. That's unbelievable. I don't really use it that much because I've lost weight, as you can see. But anyway, since we filmed last, then we also have another episode before the last one, and that's about the great deal I got in discount parking when I went to the airport. And it was really, you know, per day it was a lot cheaper than O'Hare Airport, which charges you, what, $11, $12 a day. And I was going for a long time, so I found this discount parking lot. This is going to be a good one, too. And then there's one where I was at another college, and some strange things happened to me. There was a huge fountain, and I happened to just be reading things, memos that I received in the mail, and I was going back to my office, and all of a sudden I found myself in the fountain. I walked into it. So these are just some of the topics, and we're going to be taking them either in order, or if you like any of these in particular you want to hear, please go to YouTube and, you know, tell me which topics you think would be best to start out with. I have plenty of topics. So for now, that's about all I have to say. We just ate beef sandwiches, and you saw what it looks like after you eat your butt off, okay? And it turned out to be very good, actually. So I will see you next time, and there are more episodes coming. Thank you. Goodbye. So we're going to say goodbye, and